Obed, can you please introduce yourself to the people?
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Obed Oluhano. I'm 34 years old. I'm from Kenya. I live in Western Kenya, Vihiga County, and I'm a pig farmer.
Very good. Can you give us a little bit more details on your farm, Obed? How many pigs? How big is it? How is it going?
I formalized my farm last year. This should be my second year of investment. So far, we have over 60 pigs on the farm. We started with the 4 sows and 1 boar. We have managed to sell over 30 pigs. So currently we have 65 pigs on the farm, and more are yet to come.
Very good. Have you been connected to Compassion, Obed, in the past?
Yes. I was enrolled in Compassion in the year 1997, and I left in 2013 when I finalized the LDP program. So I'm an alumnus of Compassion.
Yeah. I understood before you started this farming, Obed, how did you start? How did you get from, let's say, from hobbying in farming into professional farming?
I started as a hobby back in the year 2014 after I had graduated. So I was hoping to get a job and after graduation, but now because there were some delays, now I decided to do fully farming. So that's why now I had to convert from hobby so that I can be so that it can create income to myself.
And how's the business doing at the moment, Obed?
Not bad, but I'm happy to report that we are able to make some sales. Although with the low business activity in the country, we are most hotels. Our target market is mostly hotels and the area near Naivasha. So the uptake of pigs is not at the peak, but we are peaking slowly by slowly. So we hope that everything is going to normalize and the business will be normal.
Since the startup, Obed, you had some setbacks. I remember the feed prices went up to the locust plague, and now you have the COVID. How do you manage to get through these setbacks?
These setbacks are still on, but I'm trying my level best. What I'm doing currently, I try to make some silage from potato vines. I also opt to make my own food, my own feed, sorry. Like I go buy raw materials and I have the knowledge, the formulations, I have them. So I formulate sometimes food, feed on the farm. I also use the brewer waste. There's a brewer waste in Kisumu County. So that one is has been of great help to me. But all in all, the cost of feeding is still high. And I had shared with you earlier on that I was mooting on the idea of doing BSF and also hydroponics. I'm still doing research on the same because it requires some financial investment on the same. But if we can have that on the farm, if we can have BSF, because we already have the raw materials, that's the pig waste, and we have hydroponics, then I can assure you that the cost of production can actually come down.
Did you attend the workshop of CBA, Obed?
Yes, I'm among the first guys to attend the CBA training. In fact, I met the CBA promoters, that is Roland and Steenkamp, way back in 2013. So I tried my luck in 2014, but I not managed. But I tried again in 2018. That's now when I managed. So CBA, the training was very, very vital in helping me come up with a business plan, because with my own approach, I could not have been able to come up with your tailor-made approach to business planning.
So how do you see CBA in your life to be the, let's say, how does it has it helped you to become an entrepreneur in Kenya? How do you, can you share that a little bit of how did you experience the CBA help?
Number one, you have given me you have invested, you have bought shares in my company. You are among the major shareholders. You hold 45% stake. Number two, you have also taken me through coaching. And well, I'm glad that I have a very good coach, Welmer. Thank you. So CBA has brought life in my business. It is like a lifeblood. I had just a body, but with no life. But now when the CBA came in, it brought life in Eaglelinks.
How do you see the future? What are your plans for this year, and how do you see it for the next year? So,
for this year, if the cash flows will allow me, I want to invest in BSF and hydroponics. That is a major plan I have for my company, so that I can handle this issue of cost, the cost of production. So BSF and hydroponics are the major highlights for 2021. If at all, we will have a good cash flows in the company.
can you explain a little bit what BSF is?
That is we are harvesting maggots for using pig waste. So the maggots, they are a source of fats and proteins to the pig feeds, and it is the most expensive part in the feeds of the pig. So if I'm able to address the protein content, then getting these other raw materials is easier. And also hydroponics, here we are growing fodder that we can supplement the other feed.
Are you aware that we are having invested in a company called Ecocoot that is, let's say, is in the protein feed business?
As I'm aware, and the owner of Ecocoot actually has invited me to go and visit him before I can roll out the mine. So maybe very soon I need to pay him a visit so that he can also help me on the same.
So what is the biggest challenge for you at the moment, Obed?
At the moment, we are having the issue of the cash flows, the working capital. Like we are having so many pigs that are about to be finished. Currently, I have over 35 that needs to be finished so that in a 1 month's time, they go for sale. So you find that I've been releasing 10 pigs in a month, but now I'm faced with the challenge here. I have over 30 that needs to be finished so that we sell them in end of June. So cash flows are a bit challenge to us. Our sales are still low, and at the same time, our sows are giving us very good high number of piglets. So it's not that it's a challenge, yes, but it's also a blessing, because if I'm targeting to get 10 piglets and a sow gives me over 15, yes, it's a challenge on feeding, but it's also a blessing. So the working capital is only the issue at the moment, but this will be for just for a few months' time. Once we are able to sell like those 34, then the company will be stable going forward.
What makes you different from another pig farmer?
I'm different from other pig farmers in the sense that Eaglelinks has been known, is now a known consultant within Vihiga County based on the number of visitors I receive on my farm. Recently, I was able to get interns from the Ministry of Agriculture within our county. I've also been able to receive a delegation from Kisumu County, and I've taught them on matters pig farming. I continue receiving students from nearby schools. So in a way, now like a consultant. So a known pig farmer who is also helping other people who are invested in pig farming. And another point to note is that I'm consulting with an NGO that is interested in pig farming. So they came, they saw what I'm doing, they were interested, and I'm also consulting with them currently. So that is what makes me different from others, because I have the expertise, I have the know-how on matters pigs.
Where do you see yourself in 5 years from now? What is your dream?
My dream is not just to produce, but also to add value. I'm planning to have a butchery, and if possible, a slaughterhouse, an abattoir where I can do the value addition. So in 5 years to 10 years, I see myself producing. I'm projecting that I should be releasing at least 2 pigs in a day to the market. And based on that, I will have employed like seven staffs on the farm and over 10 people in the butchery outlets and also in the distribution channel. So I see Eaglelinks expanding to greater heights in the future.
That's very good. We'll take it step by step, Obed. Thanks a lot. Maybe some of the audience have some questions to you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, Obed, this is Paulus here. So you're explaining that you want to grow your fodder as well through hydroponics, but do you have enough land area available that next to your pigsties you can build the hydroponics for the fodder creation and maybe later still a butchery? How would it work?
The farm, the acreage currently is half an acre, and you can still accommodate that. But for a butcher, we are not going to host it on the farm. We are going to have a butcher in a different place where we have leased. So the farm is only for production, but on value addition, we can lease elsewhere.
Maybe as a closing, Obed, what can you, let's say, how can you encourage our listeners to keep investing in Kenya and to support people like you in Kenya to get a chance to build their businesses?
First of all, I want to thank you for this noble idea of coming to invest in Africa and particularly in Kenya. Your investment is in good hands, and thank you for you trusting us. I will encourage you that Kenyans are very enterprising and are very aggressive in matters of business. So if there is any place to invest in Africa, it is Kenya, given our entrepreneurial culture that is embedded in our blood. So we encourage you, and as you continue seeking for other supporters, I want to tell you that Kenya is a hotbed of very many ideas that can be converted into financial equivalents.
So I'd like you to close with just one thought, because we record this and we put it online, and I'd like to capture one thought from you. That is, what would you tell a new entrepreneur?
For a starter, I will advise them to be disciplined and be focused on their business venture.
Okay, very good. Thank you very much. And thank you, Welmer, for hosting that, and everybody else for attending.